Hey guys, I'm Dave and welcome back to Total Rebuilds. In this episode we're looking at the exhaust on the C-Class W204 and fitting the AMG tail tips to it. Hey guys, quick reminder, I'm just migrating all my content over to my new channel. If you can hop over and give it a like, I'll put the link in the top corner now. So if you can subscribe over there, I'd much appreciate it. Cheers guys. And anybody that's followed the other video on this car knows that I separated the exhaust into two pieces. So we've just got to get under and undo that bracket, drop the rear box off, and we've got some nice new exhaust tips to get on. First thing we're undoing is undoing the coupler at the back here so we can get the rear box out. Just sprayed some penetration fluid into these so we can pull the rubbers off, and then we'll drop the back box out. As with most models in the W204 range, the only ones that really come with quad tips on them are the C350 and the C63 AMG. So I've managed to pick up these replica C63 tail tips and fit that to the existing back box, which I'll take you through how I did that in a minute. And now we've managed to obtain the exhaust off a C350 and we're going to make it work into one system with the quad tips. First off, I used the recip saw to cut off the existing exhaust tip. Then I had to refit the back box so I could see how far I needed to cut back the exhaust tips and get them lined up. So this side's the easy side. Now I've got the back box off, it's just a case of aligning the exhaust tip, cutting it to the right length and welding it up. So you can check out my previous video where we put in the merge piece and everything into this existing exhaust. I'll link that up top now. But in essence what I've had to do is the existing C220 back box had two exits. So I've crudely had to weld a plate, cut and weld a plate over the one exit and then use the other one that lined up. And what I've then done is MIG welded the exhaust tip straight to the back box. Now we're going to be doing the same with this one here. I've already got the brackets and everything installed up there for that box, and for ease on the existing box what I did was put a cut around about here and just put a merge piece in there, so I didn't have to drop the whole exhaust. And you can see there the existing merge piece which we welded into the existing exhaust run, that's just got a blank in it for now. So we're going to get this box here fitted up onto the brackets and see how the alignment looks, mark the tips up so we know where we've got to weld it, and then we'll look at tackling the pipe run down to that merge. Now as you can see we've got that other back box connected into the exhaust hangers, and that's just sitting like that now. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is measure up a piece of pipe to extend that into the merge, get that all set, and then that'll give me the correct angles then for which I can set the quad exhaust on here. So what I've done is I've marked the angle on this pipe, which is just enough bend to get that into the merge. My welding is terrible, so what I keep doing is spot welding it and then flatten it back with the sanding disc on the grinder. Just keep coming back until I can't see any more gaps. Total amateur. Some of you welders out there will laugh at me, but I've never learned to learn. I'm self-taught. I've never learned properly. It's on my list to do. But yeah, we'll get this done, get it dressed up, and then try testing it on the car. Well, we've now got full coverage on the weld. If we look down there, there's no daylight at all. I'll say that. Okay, so we've got that all back in. Welded the exhaust tips onto that one there. Joined that extension piece down into the merge down there, buttoned it all back up. I've put a couple of bits of metal strapping just up here around there onto some fixing bolts underneath, and there we have the final product. One W204 converted to quad tips. All in all, really happy with how that's turned out. I think the left branch of the exhaust probably needs a little bit of tweaking just to straighten it up a little bit more. But apart from that, well happy. Total cost with the tips about 150 quid. Bargain.